On the 17th of December 2019, Liverpool took on Aston Villa in the League Cup just one day before they had to play against Monterrey in Qatar, more than 4,000 miles away in the Club World Cup. Due to the logistics of having two games in two different continents in just 24 hours, Liverpool prioritized the Club World Cup, meaning that they sent the under-23 side to be managed by Neil Critchley to Villa Park. So today we are going to look at where that starting 11 that had an average age of just 19 years and 182 days are today, nearly 4 years later. In goal for Liverpool that day was kVWaQqeBWeM Kelleher. Certainly one of the success stories of this team, Kelleher is currently Liverpool's backup goalkeeper, and there's no shame considering Alisson is the number one. He's played 26 times for Liverpool, including in the victorious League Cup final in 2022 against Chelsea, and he also has 10 caps for the Republic of Ireland. At right back was kVWaQqeBWeM. One of the most promising players in this 11, kVWaQqeBWeM was just 17 years old at the time of this match, and he had already scored his first Liverpool goal 2 rounds earlier against MK Dons. Due to having Trent Alexander-Arnold in the way of him breaking into the first team, kVWaQqeBWeM signed for Wolves the next summer for £9 million, and he ended up going on loan spells to PSV Eindhoven and Stoke City. He's currently on loan at Stoke City for the second season in a row, and has definitely established himself as one of the best right-backs in the Championship. The first of the two centre-backs was Sepp van den Berg. One of just 2 outfield players that Liverpool signed in the summer of 2019, Sepp van den Berg played in this match just 3 days shy of his 18th birthday. Van den Berg spent a season and a half on loan at Preston North End before signing for Schalke on loan last season, where he missed the majority of their relegated season with an ankle injury. He's currently still a Liverpool player on loan at Mainz in the Bundesliga. The next centre-back is Morgan Boys. Morgan Boys unfortunately scored an own goal in this game from an Ahmed El Mohamady cross to make it 2-0 for Aston Villa, which the Egyptian then celebrated like he won the World Cup. But since this match, the Welsh defender had a short loan at Fleetwood Town before signing for Livingston in the Scottish Premiership in 2022. He is currently on loan at Inverness Caledonian Thistle in the Scottish Championship. At left back was Tony Gallagher. Gallagher had joined Liverpool in January 2018 primarily to play in the under-23 team, and he also had a loan to Toronto FC in 2020 where he didn't spend any time in Toronto due to travel restrictions on entering Canada back then. He now plays for Scottish Premiership side St Johnstone. The first midfielder was the captain on the night, Pedro kVWaQqeBWeM. At 22 years old, I imagine kVWaQqeBWeM felt more out of place in this squad than Ahmed El Mohamady in a room full of humble people. kVWaQqeBWeM signed for Ligue 1 side FC Nantes the following summer, where he established himself as a starter and actually won the Coupe de France in 2022, alongside the likes of Fabio, Randall Kolo Muani, and Jean-Kevin Augustin. Overall, since this match, he's done very well for himself in his career. The next midfielder is Herbie Kane. The 21-year-old was off the back of a very successful loan spell with Doncaster Rovers in 2018-19, and he joined Hull City in January on loan for the rest of the season. In the summer of 2020, he left Liverpool for Barnsley on a permanent transfer, where he's established himself as one of the best midfielders in League One. The final central midfielder is Isaac Christie Davies. Just like kVWaQqeBWeM, Christie Davies was 22 years old at the time of this match, and compared to his teammates, his hair was practically going grey. Christie Davies signed for Cercle Bruges on loan 1 month later, but unfortunately never played in a competitive match due to a knee injury. In the summer, he followed in the footsteps of Herbie Kane and signed for Barnsley on a free transfer, where he only played 2 league games in 2 years. He had a loan spell in Slovakia with Dunajska Streda, no, I've never heard of them either, and signed for KAS Eupen in 2022 in the Belgian First Division. At left wing was Tom Hill, another player that was 17 years old. Tom Hill unfortunately suffered an ACL injury the next year in September. He did sign a long-term contract with the club when he was 18 years old and has been playing in the under-23 since. At right wing was Harvey Elliott. This was Liverpool appearance number 3 of 84 as I speak for Harvey Elliott, who had a successful loan spell at Blackburn Rovers the following season and then broke into Jurgen Klopp's first team in 2021-22. He obviously suffered that nasty dislocated ankle against Leeds United in 2021, but since recovering, he has come back in the Liverpool first team and he definitely has a bright future at the club. Finally, at striker, it's Louis Longstaff. The striker joined Queen's Park on loan in Scottish League 1 during 2021-22, the same club that Andy Robertson used to play for. He joined Scottish Championship side Cove Rangers on a permanent transfer the following summer, and this past summer actually signed for Inverness Caledonian Thistle, where he plays with Morgan Boys, no doubt reminiscing about this match and cursing the day that Dean Smith ever named Ahmed El Mohamady into his starting 11. Anyway, that is where I'm going to end today's video. I hope you did enjoy. I know it wasn't particularly long, but this game is such an outlier in the fact that they had to give all of these players debuts, and it was so different from their first team. So I wanted to look nearly 4 years later to see where these boys are today. Thank you for watching. Drop a like on the video if you did enjoy and subscribe if you are new around here. I will see you next time.